When I wake up in the morning, I look out my window the first thing and I look out, and if it's a nice overcast day, that's a good shooting day for me. It's nice to have some clouds in the background as well. If you have a bright sky with no clouds, it tends to cast some shadows and really blown out highlights. So in weather like this, you can see in the background, hopefully, I don't have any really defining shadows, and if there's an animal that walks by, I'll be able to get the full detail of the animal. Now there are ways to compensate for this post-process, but what I like to do is try to get it right out of the camera the first time. Often I'll start by taking a picture of the entire story. So in other words, a wide angle picture such as this, and then I'll start narrowing in on my subjects to the point where maybe there's only one or two. I love getting interaction between animals together, especially the moms and the pups, and also using post-processing to help direct the light, in this case as an example. Some equipment that might be helpful are polarizers. So here's an example of some harbor seals, and you can see it's kind of soft. There isn't a lot of definition, not a lot of contrast, and by adding maybe a polarizer and some post-processing, I can bring out some of those wonderful colors that you can see here, much more definition. Again, starting out with the big picture, here's a flock of pelicans and seagulls and cormorants, and then maybe I narrow it down to one. So I like to take that variety. In fact, I usually have several lenses with me. When you're out in the wild, it's real important to know the behavior of animals. And oftentimes you'll have a guide with you, which is a really great idea because they can anticipate when an animal might be angry or move towards you. Here we've got a brown bear. This was in Brooks Falls in Alaska, and that gentleman there is on his plane. So you have to respect them, and particularly if you have a mother with her cubs. And remember, when you're out in the field, bring your equipment, polarizers, graduated neutral density filters if you need them, and you can post-process afterwards. When shooting, for instance, at the zoo or other places, you might get very distracting backgrounds. Be patient, and you might get a really great shot. It takes time, and shooting through glass, for instance, at zoos can cause a problem. But by adding some post-processing to bring out some of the contrasting colors, you can get some really nice results. Again, it's all about practice. Go to the local dog park and take pictures of dogs jumping and running. Or maybe you want to take pictures of your dogs doing bad behavior such as this and come out with a really cute picture. I often will go to a local ranch, or in this case my sister has a horse, so I use him as my model. This gives you an opportunity to take pictures of animals running and maybe practice panning and doing other things. The most important thing out of everything else is you got to have fun. It's going to show in your pictures and your images. When you're out there, just enjoy the moment. This is a fantastic opportunity to get out in nature. I think we're the luckiest people because we're not indoors all the time. We actually get to get out and visit the most fantastic places. And if you ever get a chance to go to Africa or Alaska or Iceland, man, take those chances. I've got a bucket list full of places I want to go to. But what you want to do is have fun and really feel the moment. A lot of this is a lot of patience with nature photography and getting to the right place at the right time. So have fun.